Hello everyone and welcome to A Slice with Strife, or maybe something else, I don't know. Last time I played Castlevania Lament of Innocence, one of two PlayStation 2 Castlevania games that were created way back. This is from 2005, I think the first one was from 2002. This was more or less kind of like the follow-up to Lament of Innocence, which was a successful game on the PlayStation 2. And I'm just gonna go ahead and hit continue here. Memory card slot 1. Oh, remember those days? Memory card slots. So, as many of you have probably remember from yesterday, or well, I don't know when not necessarily yesterday. It was yesterday for me, but I recorded, I played some Lament of Innocence, and now I'm playing the follow-up, and geez, you know, what am I saying? I am absolutely befuddled already. So this is Curse of Darkness. It is one of two Castlevania games that was published on the PlayStation 2. And, you know, I got thinking about these games because I had a lot of fun with them. Granted, they've aged. They're not exactly what you would call perfect games by any stretch of the measure by modern standards. But I had a lot of fun with them whenever they came out. And recently, there was an announcement that there's a Castlevania show that's going to be on Netflix, made by the same people from Adventure Time, and, you know, it just got me thinking about Castlevania and the fun that I've had with it. And a lot of the fun that I had with Castlevania came from these PlayStation 2 titles, because, well, I'm just gonna basically broken record from what I said last time. I played Castlevania on the 64, which was, one of the times that they tried to bring Castlevania into 3D. If you don't know, Castlevania was a side-scrolling platformer, and it was really successful as a side-scrolling platformer. But then, you know, we got 3D gaming, and it had a difficult time finding its place in 3D. So, the 64 games were just abhorrent. They were not good. They were not fun. So, they had so much trouble with them. And what ended up happening was, they kind of copied what Devil May Cry was doing for the PlayStation 2 entries. Oh, you little piece of crap. Let's steal some gold from you. Yeah, you see that? What do you think? So this being like a 2-year follow-up, or... No, wait, this is 2005, so it was like a 3-year follow-up. Can't for the life of me seem to actually, Come on, man. Aha! Stole gold. Whoop. Stole some more gold. So, being 3 years down the line, this game basically does the same general thing that Lament of Innocence did years before. Oh my god, I think that this is a never-ending tide. So, it more or less does the same thing, but it's got a couple of upgrades, things that you kind of would expect by this this phase in gaming history, which most importantly out of it all is the fact that you can actually control the camera. Oh, you little shit. You can't actually control your targeting reticle. Come on, heal me, my little minion. So, the big difference between... Oh, come here. Come here. Die already. The big difference between Lament of Innocence and... You gotta keep doing that there, pal? Jeez. Oh, he self-destructed. What do you know? So the big difference between Lament of Innocence and this game... Ooh, I leveled up. Well, that's one of them. The fact that it returns to its RPG roots, because Lament of Innocence didn't really give you the ability to level up. And leveling up is kind of intrinsic to the experience of a Castlevania game. Many of the games have had, you know, traditional level up systems where you got stronger, you had stats that would increase. And they took that away for Lament of Innocence, and then they brought it back for Curse of Darkness. But then the next time that they made a Castlevania game was Lords of Shadow, and they kind of took it away again. They took away the idea of, you know, oh, you level up and you have these stats, and instead they went back to what Lament of Innocence did, where you just, oh, we get a cinematic. Oof. Okay, so it was a little bit glitchy, you know, the cinematic. I don't know that I'll include that. Ooh, Ooh, is it over here? Oh, no, okay, it's a magical ticket. What was I saying? Yeah, but they kind of stripped out the RPG mechanics in Lament of Innocence. They put them back for Curse of Darkness here, and then they put them back in, and then they took the RPG mechanics, you know, the level up concept back out whenever they made the Lord of Shadow. I still haven't played Lord of Shadow 2, which is something I should really get into, but... Oh, shame. It's not here. Yeah, if you have a save file on your memory card, there's supposed to be a relic on one of the sides of the castle here for, like, hey, we spotted that you played the last Castlevania game. Here's a unique little collectible relic that you can pick up because we spotted that you played the last game. So, it might only be there if you have completed save data, though. In any case, what the hell? The stained glass windows, you douche! What are you doing? So, in this particular version of the game... Oh my god, the camera is doing a bit of a jig on me. Alright. Whoa! Alright, we'll go ahead and... Well, stealing from these ogres turns out to be much more difficult than I would imagine. Is there a save room over here? Ah, yes, there is. No? No, there's no save room. These are just normal rooms. Okay, so... one of the things that's particularly fun here is the fact that they've done, well, I don't know. I think one of the things that I really like about this particular Castlevania entry is the fact that they've made a really good, solid effort to weave it into the tapestry of, you know, the larger canon of the Castlevania series. So, Castlevania is so incredibly old. It started out as an 8-bit game. Or maybe older than that, I don't quite remember. But, Castlevania 3, which was released on the original Nintendo Entertainment System, was the first prequel, as it were. Picked up a carton of milk. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so Castlevania 3 was the first prequel, really, that existed in the larger canon of the game series. Oh wow, I was lucky to find that. Yeah, picked up a cross, killed everything in the room. Get out of here, you stupid little twerps. Jeez. Fairy, come on. There we go. What is this? Marker mode. Use markers to help you remember important places on the map. While viewing the map, press start button to enter a marker mode. Oh, cool. Didn't know that was a thing. So, what the hell was I talking about? I'm losing my train of thought so easily today. This place is really marked up. Ah, yes. So, Castlevania 3 was the first essential prequel in the Castlevania series, where it was like, hey, let's go back and tell a story before the first game. First game had Simon Belmont. Third game had Trevor Belmont, which happened, you know, years and years and years and years before the first game, which was Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. Yeah, that was the name. That was the name of the game, Dracula's Curse. So, this is actually a follow-up. This is a sequel, essentially, to Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. There we go. And you actually meet the hero from Castlevania 3 in this. You meet Trevor Belmont, because he is here to try to figure out what basically ended up happening at the end of Castlevania 3 was that Dracula ended up, with his dying breath, cursing the land. And now, to remove that curse, or, well, not really, but the idea is that there's a curse that's still present here in the land where Dracula used to be, because Trevor defeats Dracula in Castlevania 3, but with his dying breath, Dracula curses the land, the castle where he was, so that's where I am right now. And I am playing Victor? Hector? I don't remember. I don't remember who I'm playing. But he, this character that I'm playing here, he is a... once upon a time, a devotee. Aha, Holy Man's Vein. I have no clue what the heck that is. Ooh. What's this? Oh, produced another Devil Shard. Cool. Whatever. So, that's another thing that I've got here. The fact is, the character that you play is, or was, a worshipper of Dracula, and was part of his cult, and abandoned it, whenever Castlevania 3 was happening. Part of that, part of being a member of that cult is the fact that he figured out how to forge devils. So he is known as a Devil Forgemaster. There's only 2 people. There are only 2 people with the ability to be Devil Forgemaster, and now, like, you know, his betrothed has ended up dying, and he's got to go after the only other person who has the same power because he was responsible for it. Basically, you know, it's a freaking... You were once my friend, and now you betrayed the Order, and I have to make you pay for it. I'm gonna kill your girlfriend. So now that this guy's girlfriend is dead, it's like, okay, now I'm gonna go after this guy who was once upon a time my friend, but isn't anymore, and get rid of him. So that's the story behind all of this. Which really wasn't necessary for me to tell you because, hey, what are the chances that you're actually gonna play through, you know, an old Castlevania game? Pretty low if I have it. Like, I'm not gonna bank on the idea that any of you are going to go and, you know, seek out an old PlayStation 2 game. Especially, like, as good as this game is, you know, it's like good from a different era good. Come on. Give me the purple marker so I can steal from you. What does it take to get the purple marker? Come on, pal. Heal me up, Farah. And the camera is doing this really awkward, weird, you know, spinning thing. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, hasn't aged perfectly. But then again, you know, I've had tons of fun with this game, and ultimately I feel that Curse of Darkness is the better game over Lament of Innocence, mainly because it has a big world map for you to explore and doesn't do this hub thing. Not a really big fan of the hub design that they did in the previous game, which is surprising because what Castlevania has going on here with, you know, running around and leveling up and doing all this stuff, you know, I kind of attest to the idea that what Castlevania, Lament of Innocence, and Curse of Darkness, as well as the Devil May Cry series were doing. Wow. Jeez. Okay, I might need to get rid of some of these guys. There's a heart over here. Yes. Oh, no, wait. Criminy! Right. I'm gonna steal from one of them, not all of them. Come on, pal. Lucky that I got this frickin' fairy to heal me. Aha! Got it. I have no clue what these are for, but there is a full crafting system in this game, which is something that was lacking in Lament of Innocence as well. It was also lacking in, The Lords of Shadow. The first one, at least. Again, I haven't played Lords of Shadow 2, so... An amber artifact used in ancient rituals. An ancient weapon is said to be made from this. Oh, cool. So, there are special weapons that you can create in the game. Certain things can only be stolen from some bosses, which is unique. What is this? Short sword and a knight's vein. I need 2 short swords. Okay, so let's craft a short sword. Just takes a little bit of bronze, have plenty of that. And then we'll... Ooh, what's this? I have more than one. Okay, let's do number 3. Ceremonial tool and wild memory. Oh, my. And this one. Knight's vein. Let's just do this one. Zweihander. Oh, that's it. That's nice. Let's make another bronze sword. Can I make the next one? Yeah, I can. Short sword, Agano, ceremonial tool, and wild memory. Let's go ahead and make this. An Ada. What the heck is an Ada? I can also make a new helmet, which takes a knight's vein and a leather helm. Okay, so I don't have that anymore. Well, nothing that can be done about that. Let's go ahead and hit equip. What do we have? Like, and yes, I hope that it's like clear. There's something really, really cool about the way that this works. Hopefully what is this Ada? Wait a minute. Wielded with 2 hands, it cuts a massive arc in the air, heavy and long, requires great skill to use. And the Ada, a sword used mainly in ceremonies, said to bestow its owner with holy power, good in a real fight too. And the last thing that I had equipped was a broadsword, which doesn't... Oops. I don't think that the reach is as long on it, but it does well. It does well enough. So, yeah, I mean, there's this huge system. And also, the little thing that I have hovering over me, if I go ahead and come in here, I can switch my summon to an attack summon. And there's a witch who has a shop in this game who will, like, cradle them and keep them. And I can raise new ones as well, which was that shard thing that you saw happening earlier. And these little, they're known as innocent devils, or ids. They level up with you, so they get more powerful. I like the fairy because it heals me, because I'm not that great at this game. But, you know, different opportunities. So there's quite a lot of depth to this game, and it's, this crafting, leveling up RPG concept of depth that's kind of missing from, Lords of Shadow. It was definitely missing from the previous, Lament of Innocence as well. I'm just not gonna bother with you guys. I'm concerned with other things right now. So yeah, I mean, it just got me thinking about this. That being said, I feel like I should, you will die. You hear me. Get out of here. To be honest, I would be... Well, I'm certain that they're out there. I mean, there's a healthy and active indie scene. I would like to see a game like this on the PC, with as much depth. Oh my god, I didn't kill it? What do you want to do there, pal? You little rat. Yowza! They're kicking me quite well. Alright, you know what? Screw this. I think that they don't stop spawning. Like, if they do stop spawning... And this is another thing. Like, the concept that you have to kill everything. I mean, there was a time in games where that wasn't an option. Let's try to find a save room. That's kind of what I'm interested in doing right now. Come to think of it, what does the map have to say to me? And I'll tell you what, I'll tell you something else that I really need to get done. I need to try to repair my, Oh, hey, cool. This is a save room. Well, okay, so we sit down in the chair. We go ahead and save the game, memory card. And I think I'll make a second save just to be safe. But yeah, this is pretty much it. just a small taste, essentially. You know, me revisiting some fun times from my past, etc. Castlevania: Curse of Darkness, great PlayStation 2 game. I don't know if it's possible to find this anymore. I don't know if it's on digital release. And for that matter, if you see this, you know, after looking at this game, and you're like, oh, that reminds me of a more recent, you know, indie-style game or something, that's very, very similar, let me know, because I would really like to play a more recent game that basically does the same general thing about this. And, you know, what became Dark Souls and Demon Souls and, you know, etc. This is basically the progenitor to that, because I attest that it's games like Castlevania and Devil May Cry and whatnot that ended up turning, that were necessary things that had to happen before you could get a game like Dark Souls. Like, you had to get Castlevania and Devil May Cry to get, in order to get Dark Souls, because Dark Souls is kind of a pumped up version of this, because it's still an RPG. But anyways, this has been a Slice with Strife, or a flashback, or whatever. I don't know what I might call it something different. But in any case, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed classic from my younger years, even though I'm not all that old. Had a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you all in another video, another time. Bye!